If you're looking for a machine that can engrave almost any material, like stainless steel, mild steel, aluminium, brass, acrylic, I may have the perfect machine for you. The Hansmaker D1 Ultra with two modules, a fiber module with 30 watts and a diode module with 20 watts. But hey, let's take a few steps back as I want to show you how it arrived to my doorstep. It's a huge box, and give me just a second, I'm going to take everything out and you'll see exactly what do you get in this package. And check this out, the product actually is wrapped in some straps to make sure everything arrives to your doorstep absolutely intact. And there you have it, that's the whole package. You do get an inline extractor with this set, with the hoses and all the accessories. You got a foot paddle, a touchscreen attachment, metal base, obviously instructions, some glasses and some testing materials as well. Tell you what, that looks very good. And best of all, there's no assembly required. You're not going to spend hours on trying to figure out what piece to put together. No, there's just few wires that we need to connect. Like the touchscreen accessory, the port for it is right at the back. Next to that, we've got the power source, so we need to connect our brick to that. On the right hand side, we've got the emergency stop button. Make sure this is not engaged. Underneath, the power button, then another safety feature with a security lock, so nobody else will be able to use your machine without your permission. Underneath the key, you do have this silver wheel here. Thanks to that, you can establish the focal length of your laser, but you can't do it through the software automatically as well. Right at the bottom, we do have a USB port, so you can connect this machine to your PC or laptop. Just above this, we've got a normal USB port. After that, a air cleaner accessory, and then the foot pedal. So straight away, I can attach that. Next to that, there's another accessory you can get for this machine. It's a conveyor belt, and then the revolving table. So engraving round objects, for example. So now I'm just going to grab my laptop, plug everything in, and Hansmaker do have their own software. It's called M+, that you need to download from the Hansmaker website. As you can see, the setup of this machine takes absolutely no time at all. In 15 or 20 minutes, you're going to be up and running. That's including the software on your laptop or PC. So now it's time to tackle some really cool projects. For the first project, tell you what, is one of the biggest sellers, a personalized coaster from Slate. People absolutely love them, and as we are heading into Christmas, it's gonna be Christmas themed, and I'm gonna be using the fiber module to engrave this. So let's whack our coaster just inside, in the middle, like so. And now in the Hansmaker M+ software, I'm just gonna take a photo so you can actually see how cool it is. Check that out. Straight away you can see where your project needs to be, but there's even a better option. It does have a out of focus, so you don't have to mess around with anything. And with a single push, the software will tell the machine to auto focus, and you don't have to guess and do absolutely anything. The machine will do it for you. Job done. Next, on the left hand side, you do have some handy things. First of all, it's image. Okay, so you can import your own images, for example. Then you can add text or maybe some basic shapes. You can draw yourself or import some shapes that are already built into the software. So for example, let's have a look. The festival, we've got Halloween around the corner as well. Just below the shapes, we've got a barcode generator. I'm going to show you later on how in a cool way you can use that. After that, we do have a relief graphics as well. So it's those 2.5D graphics you can use as well to create some really amazing projects. And yes, you can use AI image generation. When you click that, it will take you to the Hansmaker website where you can log in and create your stunning projects. However, I do have my own Christmas themed design. That's too much Christmas for a Slate coaster. I think that is absolutely brilliant. and we can add that on. Thanks to the camera, thanks to the photo, you can pinpoint the exact location. And just to make double sure, when you press preview, you can actually change the speed of the preview, for example 500 millimeters per second, confirm, and now we can make sure that the position of our coaster is exactly what it needs to be. You can see that red dot flying around it. That means that's the work area where the laser will engrave. With that established, what we need to do on the right hand side is to put some data. So density, I'm going to go with 20 lines per millimeter. We're going to go with the fiber laser, so IR, that's what needs to be selected. Power, we're going to go with 100%. And the speed, I'm going to leave it at 500. The D1 Ultra does have a large work area, 220 millimeters by 220 millimeters, and the 20 watt diode laser does have a very small laser dot, 0.08 by 0.1, and the 30 watt fiber laser 0.06 by 0.06, and the maximum engraving speed is 10,000 millimeters per second. And check that out, that only took few minutes to do, and the quality is absolutely superb, and that is super cool. Definitely one of the best selling products you can make, create and personalize this Christmas. And the best thing is you can quite easily add someone's name to it and personalize this to the next level for your potential customer. The next project I want to show you is something very cool and unique. You can get these scratch papers to engrave with your machine. I've got this sheet in black, and actually instead of sending those normal boring Christmas cards, well, you can add a photo of your family and then underneath Merry Christmas or some wishes. Check this out. Okay, so as you can see, we've got our scratch paper inside, and that's the graphic. I've generated this happy family with AI. So basically we just need to match our photo to the scratch paper, just like that. Same with the Christmas sign. Just need to get it a little bit smaller so it fits our canvas, just like that. One thing that you need to remember, as we are engraving on black, we need to change the settings of the photo to inverted. Okay, just like that. And what settings am I using? Density 10, I think that's going to be enough. Power 100%, and yes, diode laser, and the speed at 1200. Same for the text as well. And let's have a look at the results. That is absolutely stunning and incredible, and the amount of detail this machine can produce on scratch paper or anything else is absolutely astonishing. And tell you what, having a Christmas card like this, giving that to someone, that is super extra special. This is a aluminium business card, or it's in the shape of a business card. However, I'm actually not going to be doing business cards. I'm going to do something different. A lot of people do carry photos of their loved ones in the wallet. Tell you what, this is the next level of that. As you can see, our business card is inside, and I've reduced the size of the photo. And again, it could be any photo, it can be vertical, horizontal. I'm just gonna place it over our business card, making sure it covers the whole thing. And the settings, this time infrared, as we are engraving metal. Power 100%, speed, we're gonna go with 500 millimeters per second. And again, make sure to invert the photo itself. And check that out, the amount of detail on this photo, on this aluminium card, is astonishing. The quality is superb, but we're not done here yet. We're gonna reverse this, and I'm gonna engrave some Christmas wishes on the back as well. And a few seconds later, it is ready. Check that out, beautiful clear text. And on the other side, we've got our photo. How cool is that? Perfect gift for your grandparents for this Christmas. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so we've done some really cool projects already, but you may be wondering what this machine is actually capable of doing when it comes to engraving. Well, with the 30-watt fiber laser, you can engrave stainless steel with no issues. Check this out. Look at the quality, it's absolutely superb. But also clear, mild steel, that won't be a problem. And how about that? Normal, mild steel, uncoated. You're gonna be able to engrave it with no issues at all. How about aluminium? Yeah, no problems at all. Again, to a very high detail. Or maybe even copper. Is that possible? Sure is. And there you go, copper coin engraved with no issues at all. Also, can this machine engrave wood to a very high detail? Well, of course it can. Check this out. Absolutely perfect engraving on piece of plywood. Look at the detail around the eyes, the glasses and everything else. Tell you what, perfect little engraving, I must say. So as you can see, if you've got any projects that do require engraving on different types of metal and material, well, this Hansmaker D1 Ultra is definitely the machine that will cope with all those needs. But hey, I've got a few more interesting Christmas projects ahead of us, so let's get back to those. Another project that I absolutely love making for Christmas for my friends and family are leather patches, okay? You can stick them on, I don't know, your backpacks, your coats, your hats, anything like that. They're absolutely brilliant. And I do have, it's an artificial leather, about 1mm in thickness, and I do have a fantastic setup here so I can badge them out quickly. So with the laser you do get these L brackets and you can stick them onto the base plate. They will stay there very nicely, and basically what I do, I just whack my piece of leather inside, and each time the job finishes I can whack another one knowing it's in the correct place. And there you have it, we've got a absolutely perfect and superb leather patch. And now check that out, I'm just gonna whack another patch inside, but instead of going to the software I can just simply press the paddle or the button. And there you have it, you can batch out your products with this machine in absolutely no time at all, and they are super cute. Okay, for the next project we're actually going to be making a Christmas card from wood. Okay, I've got this 3mm basswood already in the machine itself, and that's the design of my Christmas card. However, the tree itself, we're going to be cutting that out from felt. Okay, you can actually use any material you want, to be fair. However, that's the main design of my card, so that's gonna go just in the middle. We're gonna stretch it out so it fits the piece of timber as best as possible. And for the settings, density at 10, power setting at 70, and the speed 190mm per second. Okay, I've got my piece of felt inside. One thing that you need to make sure of is to stick it down to your plate, to your base. Otherwise, there may be an opportunity for this to just float away or move, as it is a very light material. Another thing, though, that you need to make sure is the settings themselves. Now I'm going to be using the diode laser, and the settings are very important. I'm going to go only with 30% power, speed limit 25, and the process times is 2. You want to go as low setting as you can and rather have more process times than too much power, as it just can go up in flames. And there you go, that looks absolutely gorgeous, but now we need to attach it. You can do it in many ways. You can use some wood glue, you can use some CA glue. However, what I actually tend to do nowadays, I do have this very strong double-sided tape from M3, and it seems to do the trick really, really well. It's simple to add, it's not messy at all, and best of all, you don't have to wait for the glue to dry. It's ready straight away. And you can send a Christmas card like this, super unique and cool. And you don't have to use felt, you can use other materials as well. But hey, I think that looks really, really cool. For the next project, we're going to be making some ornaments, but not just any ornaments. I'm actually going to be using black acrylic, 3mm in thickness, and we're going to be using both modules, the fiber module to engrave, and then the diode module to actually cut the shape out. And there you go, our acrylic ornament is now ready. Beautiful job, absolutely excellent engravement, and both of the modules used for this task. Now this machine does come with some additional very cool features. Now I do have this flask, and as you can see, it's not flat and straight. And with the help of the software and this laser, we'll be able to actually engrave that perfectly. Check this out. As you can see, the flask is inside, and now right at the top we've got plain processing. Obviously the normal operation is plain processing the flat surface. However, you can also buy some accessories for this tool, rotary accessory or a large scale processing, and with that the conveyor belt, the size goes from 220 by 220 millimeters right up to 800 millimeters by 220. Absolutely huge. However, what we are interested in is the 3D processing. We're going to click on that, and now what we're going to change is amount of dots. Let's go 10 by 10, and I'm going to enlarge this to cover just past the flask. Okay, so you can see all the dots inside, and basically the laser itself will measure the distance to each of those dots. And check that out, that's the representation of our flask. Absolutely fantastic. So I've imported my graphic I want to engrave. One thing we have to do is make compound vector. Okay, that needs to be done. I'm going to fill engrave this just like so, and I'm going to position that over my flask. The settings, obviously we're going to go with the fiber laser. Density, I'm just going to go with 10, power 100%, and speed is 500 millimeters per second. And there you have it, guys. It came out very good, no issues at all. Just ignore that artifact, that's my fault. I had something lying beneath my design and I forgot about it. So yeah, overall very good, and that extra feature could be very handy in many products you can make for your customers. Talking about products, how about some wooden keychains? And I'm going to show you the barcode feature as well. Okay, so let's go to the barcode feature, enter what type of content you want to have. In my case, it's going to be linked to my channel. Okay, so I'm going to confirm that, and there you go. I've got my barcode sorted as quick and as easy as that. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to have it on both of the keychains. However, the barcode themselves, that's a little bit boring. So let's add some shapes to it. Tell you what, we do have Halloween approaching fast. So let's add a pumpkin head and maybe a skull on the other one. And that's it. We're ready to engrave. And there you have it, a minute later, and our keychains are ready with our barcode to any content you wish. However, the possibilities for products are absolutely endless with this tool. For example, let's engrave this pendant. It's metal coated in this beautiful golden color. Let's make it happen. Now, before we're gonna engrave this, I just want to show you one more very cool feature that this software and the machine have. We're gonna need a vector file for that. Okay, it cannot be a JPEG or bitmap, anything like that. It only works with vector files. So if you've got your graphics selected, you can go to material library, and already you've got all the potential settings you may need for your projects. When you actually click on each project and confirm, you can then select the outcome for it. Absolutely fantastic. If, for example, it's coated metal, again, pick the one you want and then pick the outcome you are after, and it will automatically change the settings for you. And as you can see, it's got leather as well and wood as well. Absolutely fantastic. And you can choose the correct setting, the correct outcome you are after. Brilliant. However, for our pendant, I'm just going to use the relief graphic, and let's have a look at the end results. And check out this engraving. How deep is that as well? Not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but tell you what, that is one super deep engraving. Absolutely phenomenal quality. An amazing piece. Now the projects that we done today and some of the tests I did show you are just skimming the surface of what is actually possible with a powerful machine like the Hansmaker D1 Ultra. With 2 modules, you are really capable of tackling most of the materials out there. And with the larger work area, 220 by 220 millimeters, you can tackle bigger products or maybe more of them at the same time. Now I hope today's video actually gave you some inspiration and good solid information of what this machine is capable of doing and if it would be a good suit to your business or maybe your hobby projects. So if you do want to learn more about the Hansmaker, I've got some links down below in the description of this video, so go have a look, check it out for more details. If you will have any more questions, you know where the comment section is. Ask away. At this point, I just wanted to say a massive thank you to my Patreons for the full and ongoing support. And before you go, check out these 2 cool playlists, plenty of videos already there. For today, that's all. Thank you so much. Take care.